My Fault begins with the life of 17-year-old Noah being completely uprooted after her mother, Rafaela, marries a wealthy businessman named William Leister. Noah is forced to leave behind the simplicity of her old neighborhood, her friends, and the independence she carefully guarded. Moving into William's enormous mansion, Noah instantly feels out of place in the world of luxury and high-class standards. The change is sudden, uncomfortable, and emotionally overwhelming for her. And instead of feeling excited about a new beginning, she feels displaced and alienated. Her relationship with her mother becomes tense because Noah believes this marriage prioritizes comfort over the emotional bond they once shared. As Noah adjusts to her new environment, she realizes that wealth comes with layers of rules, social expectations, and scrutiny she never experienced before. Her new home has strict routines, a staff that watches her every move, and an atmosphere where everything looks perfect on the. Noah soon encounters Nick, her new stepbrother, who immediately becomes a source of conflict and fascination. Nick is charismatic, physically attractive, and confident, but he also carries an air of arrogance and mystery. His presence intensifies the tension Noah already feels in the house. Their first interactions are filled with sarcasm, judgment, and distance, as both of them instinctively push against the idea of becoming part of a blended family. Nick's coldness mirrors Noah's guarded behavior, creating a dynamic where neither wants to show vulnerability. At school, Noah discovers that Nick is not just popular, he is the center of attention, with a reputation that blends danger, charm, and privilege. He has a large circle of friends, a history of flirting, and enjoys risky hobbies like illegal car racing and underground gambling. This starkly contrasts with Noah's past life, and while she disapproves of his lifestyle, she notices that people treat him with a mix of fear and admiration. Nick begins observing Noah more closely, intrigued by her refusal to be impressed or influenced by his status. She doesn't bend under pressure, doesn't care about the wealth surrounding her, and isn't scared to argue with him. Her boldness is something he rarely encounters, and although he hides it behind teasing and irritation, he is slowly drawn toward her. Noah, on the other hand, sees through Nick's tough exterior and senses there is more to him than the confident image he displays. Noah's troubled past plays a significant role in her guarded behavior. She once escaped an abusive relationship with her violent ex-boyfriend Danny, who controlled, manipulated, and traumatized her. Carrying this emotional baggage makes her wary of trust and intimacy. She hides her fears and insecurities behind a strong facade. Nick senses this hidden pain and becomes curious about what shaped her, even though Noah avoids opening up. Their mutual emotional scars create an unspoken connection between them. Their interactions begin with clashes, sharp comments, and tense energy that is impossible to ignore. Beneath the hostility, both feel a growing attraction, but fight against it because their relationship is supposed to be strictly familial now. The more time they spend together, the harder it becomes to deny their chemistry. Instead of becoming distant, their arguments slowly turn into moments of vulnerability and unspoken longing. Nick's life, despite looking perfect from the outside, is filled with internal pressure and loneliness. He is involved in illegal races, violent encounters, and dangerous deals as a way to escape the emotional distance he feels from his father and the suffocating expectations placed on him. Noah begins to see these hidden struggles, realizing that Nick's confidence is partly an act to cover up the chaos within him. This opens the door to a deeper understanding between them. The turning point in their relationship occurs when Nick takes Noah to a party that spirals into trouble. Noah unexpectedly runs into Danny, who tries to reassert control over her with threats and intimidation. Nick steps in, confronting Danny and defending Noah without hesitation. This moment breaks the remaining emotional walls Noah had put up. She sees that Nick is not just a reckless boy seeking thrills, but someone capable of loyalty, protection, and genuine care. After the incident, Nick and Noah grow closer emotionally and physically. Their secret relationship blossoms despite the risks. They share private conversations, stolen glances, late-night moments, and comforting silence that slowly evolves into love. The secrecy intensifies their bond, but it also increases the danger and guilt they feel, knowing their parents must never find out. Meanwhile, William's strictness and obsession with maintaining a perfect family image create constant fear for Nick and Noah. They worry that if their relationship is discovered, the entire family dynamic will collapse. Nick, already dealing with pressure from his father, feels torn between protecting Noah and keeping the family stable. This emotional strain makes their relationship even more complicated. The situation escalates drastically when Danny kidnaps Noah in an act of revenge. Fueled by jealousy and possessiveness, Danny's actions reveal just how dangerous he truly is. Noah is terrified, but tries to stay strong, while Nick becomes desperate and furious, determined to rescue her no matter the cost. This becomes the most intense and dangerous turning point of the film. Nick eventually tracks down Danny, risking his own life to confront him and save Noah. The confrontation is violent and chaotic, exposing the darkest side of Danny's abusive nature. After a tense and emotional rescue, Noah finally feels free from her past trauma. Nick's determination to save her strengthens their love, proving how deeply they care for one another. However, the aftermath is far from peaceful. William discovers hints of their forbidden relationship, leading to emotional chaos within the family. Noah's mother is worried about the consequences, while William fears their actions could destroy the family's reputation. The truth threatens to tear apart the fragile balance they have been trying to maintain. Nick and Noah struggle with guilt, shame, and fear as they confront the reality of their relationship becoming known. But their love has grown too strong for them to ignore or deny. They must decide whether to fight for each other or separate to keep the peace. This emotional conflict becomes the core of the film's final act. Despite the complications, My Fault ends on a note of intense emotional clarity. Nick and Noah realize that their connection, though forbidden and messy, is genuine and transformative for both of them. They choose to face the consequences together, understanding that love cannot always be controlled or explained. Their story continues with more challenges ahead, but they are finally honest about who they are and how deeply they belong to each other.